Hi, I am Heather Askinosie with Energy Muse, and I'm really excited because we're going to start a whole new series, and it's about taking a crystal every week and just talking a little bit deeper about it and how can you incorporate it in your everyday life. But I really want to say this up front first. If you've been studying crystals, or you have a certain philosophy, or you have a certain practice, always honor what you want to do and what you feel is right for you. I'm just going to share some information that I personally feel and how I've personally worked with the stone. But at the end of the day, listen. If it resonates with you, embrace it. And if it doesn't, you don't have to ever do it again. So I just want to put that out there, because really at Energy Muse, our number one priority is for us to share information of how we've used minerals. But at the end of the day, for you to always know that you're empowered to do whatever feels right for you. So this is a crystal called Pyrite, and it's literally one of my favorite stones. And what I found after studying crystals for 25 years is that each stone we could work with, but sometimes when we take the time to go deeper with it, and I mean really maybe spend a couple weeks with one stone, holding it, meditating with it, wearing it, we learn more things about that mineral. And what I love about the pyrite is you could kind of see that there's these cubes in it. And it has this ability to be extremely grounding. And what happens sometimes with pyrite is that if people are trying to manifest money, this is a great stone to use. Why? Because it has a nickname of being fool's gold, which is holding the energy of the sun and bringing that energy into your energetic field. But what I have also found throughout the years is that it also has this ability of, when you look inside, it has this kind of mirror effect. And sometimes we often can get stuck in our own way. I know that I personally have done that a lot. I wanted something, but then I sabotaged myself for some reason. And pyrite is that kind of teacher where it says, take a look in the mirror. If you're trying to manifest money, what are your thoughts about money? What is it? Is it poverty consciousness? Do you think that you deserve it? What do you do to bring money into your life? Or how do you push it away even though you want it? So pyrite's one of these stones that if you have the time, you want to just sit and hold it and take a look at it. Because sometimes the crystal will give you the answer of what it does. Because if you look at pyrite, it looks like gold. It looks like money. It looks abundance, like abundance. So even by holding this, we can see that this energy exists. It's the energy of abundance and light. And it's in this kind of pocket. It's in the stone, and it's holding that energy. So what I like to do is I will sit with a pyrite and I'll just hold it in my hands for a few minutes. And if I'm meditating in the morning, whether it's 3 minutes or 11 minutes, and I want to attract more abundance, I'll say to myself, what is it that I need to let go of? What is it that I need to open up to attract more abundance into my life? And then what I'll do is I will sit quietly and I'll just kind of listen. Now for me, sometimes it's not always easy to close that chatter in my head. And when I very first started meditating, I remember it was like, oh my God, I gotta close my mind off, and my mind has so many ideas still going on. And what I've learned throughout the years is I let that kind of go. And some days are easier than others. But when I'm trying to access information, for me, the breath and just being quiet and allowing some information to come to me is really, really powerful. I always set my phone and put a timer on for that time that I want to just sit quietly. So say, for example, it was for 11 minutes. I'd be holding the pyrite in my hand after 11 minutes. If my timer goes off, I'd have a piece of paper and I'd kind of write down all the thoughts that came to me during that 11 minutes. And when we're able to be more open and truthful with ourselves, and I'm not saying it's easy, because sometimes it's not always easy to get to the parts of ourselves that maybe we don't want to really address. And I know that because I run from that all the time, but sometimes it's in those moments where we're like, wow, I got to stop doing this pattern because this pattern's holding me back from moving forward, and I got to break that. I got to break it. And when I'm able to be honest and open to really just going, hey, what is my mirror? What do I need to see? And what do I need to work towards? Then I am empowered to make a change. And that's what I really want today for you to be inspired is that pyrite is a tool. Is this going to make you rich the minute that you hold it? Probably not. But is it going to make you start thinking of rich? And I don't mean rich just in money. I mean rich in just life being juicy and opportunities and people you meet and seeing maybe a sunset and going, oh my God, those colors inspire me to paint or to be more open. It comes in so many different ways. So pyrite's amazing for that. Say, for example, you're at work and you want to make sure that you see that energy of pyrite. I always like to put a piece of pyrite on top of my business card, or put a piece of pyrite on top of something that I want to manifest. That's another amazing way to use pyrite. I love to put pyrite on my altar, or a place that is significant in my house that I will see often. Sometimes there's times where I'm in my kitchen more, where maybe I'm doing the dishes at night and I put it on a windowsill so in the morning it hits the sunlight and it resonates in. So whatever that means to you, I just think that the best way when you're working with a mineral or you're working with a stone is to have it either around you by holding it. Oftentimes, at Energy Muse, we've made different bracelets that have pyrite in them. And so what I like to do is I'll actually wear the stone. So if I'm doing something, I'm like, for the next 11 days, I'm gonna focus on this mineral pyrite. I'm gonna focus on how I can infuse this energy into my life, how I'm gonna work on my own stuff, because at the end of the day, a crystal's not gonna change your life. The only person that's gonna change your life is you. So how do we do this? We have to free our mind. We have to open ourselves. And we really need to be at a place where we're like, you know what? I really wanna just be me. I've got to deal with who I am now. I can't worry about how my programming was when I was growing up as a child, or what society's telling me I need to be like. I just need to start opening up to who I am now and fully embrace that. And that's what I love about this stone, because it has a mirror quality to it where you're looking into the mirror. And you know what? When we're able to see who we really are, the good, the bad, and the ugly, that's when transformation happens. That's when we shift. So pyrite is that stone for attracting money. It's a stone to sit with, to be grounded. It's a stone to look in the mirror and be truthful with yourself. It's also a stone that I think is really good to work with. Say you're going through a funk, say you're feeling depressed, say you're like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm shaking the table right now. The crystals are going everywhere. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I feel stuck. Pyrite's your ally. Carry it around. It just helps to bring in the light. So we have a new book coming out called Crystal Muse. Really, really over the top excited. This book that's coming out in October was a 2-year journey. And the reason I'm loving this book, and not to be just too self-promoting on it, is that I wanted to write a book with Timmy, my business partner at Energy Muse, about something that I hadn't seen on the market, something that was something I would want to read. So there's real life stories, and one of the stories in the book that we share is about how we used pyrite ourselves when we got into some financial troubles. Because when you own a business, it happens. You have ebbs and you have flows. And so what we really wanted to do with this book is to be able to tell authentic, truthful stories of this is what we did. So these are the tools, these are the recipes, this is what you also can do if you want to shift and manifest your life. Crystal Muse is a really cool book because it has a lot of crystal pictures. It's kind of visual eye candy, and so it could be a coffee table book. And if you pre-order it now at Energy Muse, you get to have 5 free uploadable things, which there's a video on space clearing, which if you are working with crystals, you got to clear your space. You got to cleanse the environment. Number one priority. It takes the crystals to the next level. There's a video on how to use crystals to enhance your beauty or to help you love yourself or to nurture yourself. Then there's a great video on 7 different crystals and how you work with them. You can upload some grid templates where you're taught on how to use crystals and grids, and then there's a free meditation. So pre-ordering now, you get all these free gifts. And we really did this, and thank you to the Energy Muse community, because without you guys, without your support, without your crystal lovers and your intention, we wouldn't be here. And this book was really inspired by you because we wanted to give back to our community and to the people that have been with us for so long, and how crystals can go to the next level. And we need you guys right now, the crystal lovers, everybody out there, because we really need to unite as human beings right now and use this technology, this earth technology that is a connector, so that we can heal, we can take our lives to the next level, and we could be more aware of how we respect and treat Mother Earth. It's not kind of this new spiritual way of being, hey, you know, love Mother Earth. What we need to do is be in that space, but we also need to take action, each one of us, on a daily basis. Really, the time is now. We can't wait any longer. So please, look at the crystals as a tool. The more that we hold and work with the earth, the more we're connected to our earth. The more we're like, you know what, maybe I need to recycle. Maybe I need to buy in bulk. What can you do today to be inspired to take that leap of not only abundance in your life, but to take that leap of helping our earth heal? And as we heal our earth, we heal ourselves. So join the Energy Muse on a weekly basis, where we take crystals and different stones to the next level. And thank you for always being a part of this community that's growing. We are very, very grateful, and we couldn't have done it without you. Namaste.